Okay, let me back up. I said none will save you. None will deliver you. So here it is. Deuteronomy 28 and 20 now. It says, and you shall grope at noonday as a blind man gropes in darkness. You shall not prosper in your ways. You shall be only oppressed and plundered continually. This is a oppression is perpetual. And no one shall save you. The Most High isn't breaking this. No one will save you. No one shall save you. If the Most High save all of us, he has to break his word. He put us in these lands for our destruction. And the only way you have to get out, you have to deliver yourself. Now, and there's precepts. And there are many other precepts. Here's a precept. Jubilees 23. And I brought this out before. 22 through 24. And a great punishment. We're reading about the same thing in Ezra. It just agrees. Great punishment shall befall the deeds of this generation. What deeds? Wicked deeds. Deeds, even things that he tells you to do and you do something differently. That's wicked deeds. Shall fall this generation from Yahuwah. And he will give them over to the sword, and to judgment, and to captivity, to be plundered and devoured. I told you, according to Torah, we was put in these lands to be plundered continually and devoured, and no one will save you. And he will wake up. This is what he's going to do to us in these lands. He's going to wake up against them, the sinners of Gui, who have neither mercy nor compassion, and who shall respect the person of none. He has no respect for no one, neither old nor young, nor anyone, for they are more wicked and strong to do evil than all the children of men. And we know who this is. This is the enemy's right hand man. And they shall use violence against Yasharal and transgression against Yaakov. This is why they can't give you this in churches, because it's talking about violence against Yasharal and transgression against Yaakov. This is Jacob's trouble. And much blood shall be shed upon the earth. Yes, much blood is being shed, and much blood will continue to be shed upon the earth. When we come to this point, Jacob's trouble, when we get here, because of the next sentence here, and there shall be none to gather and none to bury. When this starts to happen, you're going to know what time it is. You're going to know this is it. This is Jacob's trouble. This is what happened in Jerusalem. And in those days, here go the people that kept the laws, statutes, and commandments in Babylon. They kept the laws. They kept the feast days. They had their tents and tabernacles. They was keeping Passover in the land of the captivity. And they heard righteous people saying, we can't do this. This is wicked. These same people gonna cry loud and call and pray. Please don't end up in one of these groups. You don't want to be here with this group. They're going to call and pray that they may be saved from the hand of Gui, those that commit iniquity, but none shall be saved. None. Here we go again. None shall be saved. So we understand the rebel's not going to get this, but the righteous is going to get this. And it's going to click. The Most High will confirm it after you pray about it. He will reveal to you, yes, this is my word. Yes, this is what's coming. Yes, this is what you must do. All right, so that was the question from 17. Verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famine and great death. This is what's coming. The beginning of famine and great death. Beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Here is another question for you. What are you going to do when these evils come? It's too late to flee. It's too late to get to the wilderness. It is too late. And so here's a question. What will you do when these evils come? There is nothing for you to do. Behold, famine, plague, tribulation, and anguish are sent, and scourges, for amendment. There is an amendment. This is the Most High's amendment. This is his doing. He knows what he's doing. We just don't know how to get out of his way. And we are in his way. But for all these things, watch this, verse 20. All these things going to come upon these rebels. They shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. They're not going to turn from their wicked ways. Behold, victuals shall be of good cheap upon the earth. All right. There was a challenge that was put out for the book of Revelations. You can't buy or sell without the mark. The prophets do not say that. As a matter of fact, things will be cheap. You will be able to buy things on earth. They will be cheap. And the people are going to think themselves to be in a good case. They're going to think this is good. We can purchase things cheap now. And even then shall perils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. There will be great confusion. Those people waiting on the rapture, they're going to be in great confusion. Those people in the camps waiting on them chariots, great confusion. They're going to wonder, where are the chariots? Those people that's waiting on their camp leaders to deliver them, great confusion. Believing them when they said they had a plan for escape. Great confusion. They're not going to know what hit them. This is part of the mystery to come. It is going to cause confusion. And when it unravels, you will be in great confusion. I don't care how much word is in you. If you have listen, you take the most knowledgeable person in the scripture, put them amongst the heathens during famine and death, and they will be in great confusion. This is a deep point you have to understand. This deep confusion going to hit them all. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So if you have food, you prep, you have your necessities, and the famine didn't kill you, the sword will. And the deaf shall be cast out as dung, none to bury their bodies, and there shall be no man to comfort them, no one to bury you, no funeral. And the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. This is what the prophets, Isaiah, is saying. This is what the prophets in scripture is saying. There shall be no man left to till the earth and sow in it. The trees shall give fruit, and who will gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who will tread them? For all the places shall be desolate of men, no men. Verse 27. So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. One man will be so scarce upon the earth, you're going to desire to see another man and to hear his voice. This is what the scripture is saying. Of a city there shall be left 10, and 2 in the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks. This will be a time of no other time have we seen like this time. Isaiah 6 and 11. And here, then I said, Yahuwah, how long? And he answered, how long will it be for these things come to pass? And he says, until the cities are laid waste and without inhabitants, the houses are without a man, and the land utterly desolate. Desolation is coming. Desolation is coming among the heathens. This is part of the judgment. This is part of their punishment. And this is what we understand coming from the scriptures. 2 Ezra 16:35 through 37. Hear now these things and understand them, you servants of Yahuwah. The Most High is telling you, hear now. He's saying we've been over this. Hear now these things and understand. It's one thing to hear this message. It's one thing to hear all of these scriptures that the Most High is bringing before you. It's one thing to hear them. It's another thing to understand them. When you understand them, then you can make adjustments in your life accordingly. But if you just hear them and don't understand, you will fall in great confusion. But this is for the servants of the Most High. It says, behold, the word of Yahuwah, receive it. Behold this word. Understand this is a powerful word. Understand this is not my word, not a human man's word. Understand this is a word that will come to pass because it came out the mouth of the Father. He says, receive it. Believe not the mighty ones of whom Yahuwah spake. Don't believe don't believe these men, these men that proclaim to be pastors, these men that gave themselves titles. Don't believe these men. They're just looking for, they lift themselves up and they love to be lifted up. Verse 37, behold, the plagues draw nigh. These plagues, every day we lay down and wake up, it's drawing nearer and nearer, and the earth is getting more wickeder and wickeder as we every day pass. He's saying these plagues draw nigh and are not slack. When it says they are not slack, it means you think 2 years passed, we saw nothing. 2 more years passed, we saw nothing. You think it's slack. But when it pop off, when it begin, when it happens, then you will understand these plagues was not lacked by a long shot. It just was waiting for the appointed time. And it's 2 Ezra 16 and 67. Behold, Yahuwah himself is the judge. It's Yahuwah. He is the judge. He rules Shamayim and he rules the earth. He is the judge. Fear him, not man. Stop fearing man. Our Christian pastors taught us how to fear them. We feared them and we feared their church. They told us, if you leave this church, where are you going to go? If you leave this church, you die. And so these camp leaders are echoing some of the same things. We're the only ones with the truth. You leave us, you're leaving the truth. See, you're fearing man now. Now you're fearing man. You have to fear the Most High. You have to put your trust in the Most High and say, forget about any man, and fear Yahuwah and follow him. Leave off your iniquities. Learn to do what the Most High say do. Learn just to do it, just to do what he say do. Don't ask questions, just do it. He knows what he's doing. You notice the men that was closer to him, they didn't ask questions. And some of the ones that grew up around the heathens, like Moshe, he grew up around the heathens, so he didn't know him he didn't grow up in Shem's house. If he did, he wouldn't have questioned him so many times. So learn to put your trust in him and forget your iniquities. Forget about those things you're doing and do them no more. To meddle no more with them forever. He's saying, leave off your iniquities. Yahuwah shall lead you forth. Look at this. He shall lead you forth with a command. Come out of her, my people. This is how he lead you forth, and you go and deliver you from all trouble. This is how the Most High delivering his people. This is a mystery. This is a mystery. You mean to tell? I thought he's not going to deliver us. People don't understand how this is going to work. And this is the mystery to come. This is the mystery that is to come. And our people don't understand this mystery to come. And they're looking for something else. They're looking for something else to happen. But he's saying here, Yahuwah shall lead you forth. He has to lead you. You have to follow him. He's leading with a command. And when you follow him, you're in the process. Those that's within the border, see, we're set in place for the Most High to deliver us from all these things to come. From all these tribulations. This is the purpose of the wilderness. Once again, if you stay among the heathen, you will experience famine and death among the heathens. You don't want to get caught with the heathens and experience famine and death among the heathens. Shalom.